Hello everyone, it's Capet from Coin Academy. This time the interview is in English. You have the subtitle on YouTube. I'm with Greg Solano, which is the co-founder of Yuga Labs. Greg, how are you?
I'm great. This is amazing. We're here at NFT Paris. You know, it's like steps from the Eiffel Tower, so couldn't think of a more beautiful or like established location to have an event like this. So,
do you like Paris?
Yeah, I haven't been here in 15 years or something like that. I got in like 2 days ago, jet lagged very much, but it's been beautiful and surreal, and I've met so many different members of the BAYC that they're based here in France or in Germany or London and other places, and it's special to meet so many other members of the international NFT community. So it's been a lot of fun.
That's great. It's nice to see you in France.
Yeah, thank you.
So today we will talk about Yuga Labs. Can you explain us what is Yuga Labs? What do you do?
Yuga Labs is a company that I co-founded with a few of my friends. We created the Bored Ape Yatch Club. Today we're the home of CryptoPunks, Meebits. We're working on OtherSide. We recently acquired Yuga Labs, the creators of 10KTF. So we're really trying to focus on the nexus where community and culture and technology meet, and we're really kind of like just a media company publishing in the blockchain is the way we think about ourselves. And we're bullish on a future of Web3 gaming.
That's great. You talked about OtherSide. Can you give us a little more details about what it is and what do you plan to do?
Yeah, OtherSide is just this massive gaming Metaverse play that is massively concurrent. Our first trip had 5,000 concurrent users. Second trip is actually coming up next month in March.
Next month.
And we'll have even more users concurrent. We'll have new environments, new mechanics. We're really excited about it.
Yeah, me too. Me too as a gamer, I have to be honest. Cool. So back to Bored Ape. Why did you launch that? What was the idea at the very beginning, and what can you tell us now that we have this big community?
Yeah, Bored Ape Yatch Club came out of this idea of trying to create, a fun, irreverent homage to crypto Twitter in a way. It's very common for people in crypto to think of themselves as apes. It's like, there's a lot of love in that term in the community, and we wanted to create like a club because that's what, to us from the outside, communities like CryptoPunks felt like. It felt like this, elite class of people that had these, rare PFPs from the beginning of NFTs, from before ERC 721 was a thing. And we wanted to participate that in our own way and really saw the NFT as maybe membership to a club, and what could that mean? And for us, at the beginning, it was very simple. It was access to the bathroom wall, as we called it. It was this graffiti board on our website that if you owned a BAYC, you could drop a pixel and we could all collaboratively draw together. Since then, it's obviously expanded to so much more, and I think a big part of that has been, what we did with IP rights, in that if you own a Bored Ape, you own a license to that artwork, and you can launch a business with it. You can use that as your avatar and whatever experience you want. And we've seen people launch everything from fast food chains to bottled water to clothing of all kinds. And it's a really special part of the community, I think, and the project as a whole, as it's taken off.
Yeah. And what are your biggest milestones, and what's the next step?
Biggest milestones, that's a tough one. It's been 2 years now, almost. A little over 2 years since we launched the company, a little under 2 years since the BAYC launched. And, I think Ape Fest was the first Ape Fest, which was a large in-person event that we had in New York City in September, I think, or October of 2021.
Yeah.
And we had the last one in June of 2022 in New York City on a pier with 4,000 people a night. But really, it's hard to say. It's always different ways that we bring the community together. Most recently, that was with a game that we called Dookie Dash, which was people from all over the world competing in this endless runner that took place in the sewers beneath the Bored Ape Yacht Club to test their skills and against each other. And we're always trying to find new ways to just engage our community and not take ourselves too seriously, but take the community very seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk a lot about community, you talk about Ape Fest, so you talk about real life stuff.
Yeah.
Are you a gamer yourself?
I am. Not that much in the past 2 years as a founder. It's been busy, but I grew up massively addicted to all kinds of different video games. Like EverQuest was the MMO that stole away my childhood, and then a huge fan of Blizzard games, World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2, and Diablo, and all that.
That's nice.
These are games that I think they were really special to me growing up because it was a way to. Some of the best friends I've ever had, I met them playing these video games. There were people that lived in different states that I didn't know at all. And I think as the world continues to digitize and we spend more and more of our time online, having versions that are Web3 native, that treat data in different ways, that allow you to own your assets, that allow different methods of user-generated content, all that stuff is going to become much more important as time goes on, and we're really excited about being part of that.
Yeah, and related to that, is there any next steps? You talked about OtherSide, maybe you want to run other video games. Do you want to push more the gaming stuff around Yuga Labs?
Yeah, we're extremely bullish on Web3 gaming. We recently brought in our Chief Gaming Officer, Spencer Tucker from Scopely, where he was President of Games. We have Daniel Alegre joining us shortly from Activision Blizzard as our next CEO, which we're incredibly excited about. I think one of the things that we're trying to do, with, for example, so Dookie Dash, that's not really a full-fledged game. It was just a skill-based min. It was 21 days of people competing, but it allowed us a proof of concept and this experiment in what a Web3 skill-based min at like a high-pressure situation might look and feel like, and we're excited to keep doing smaller games like that can all ladder up into something bigger, and to give us ways of entertaining and experimenting with the community in different ways. Whereas Dookie Dash is kind of a very skill-based min. It's a little twitchy. You have to have fast reflexes, and Game 2 is going to be a bit different. I'd be surprised if the people who are the best at Dookie Dash are the same ones that are going to be the best at Game 2. We want to keep bringing different kinds of people, different kinds of gamers, different kinds of casual gamers who maybe aren't, hyper casual as well. We don't want to be focused on any specific niche. We want to experiment more because we feel like all of that can be part of OtherSide.
Yeah, thank you. And I have one last question for you. It's related to the fee war. So we see OpenSea changing the fees for themselves, for creators. I would like to know, what do you think about what is happening? Do we need fees? Is it important for you?
Yeah, I think creator royalties are incredibly important to the ecosystem. It's, I think, a big reason why we've seen Web3 flourish over the past 2 years. So I think it's something that we as an ecosystem are going to need to make a stand on and figure out how we can continue to support it, while obviously maintaining the integrity of the fact that these are assets that people can truly own, then they should be able to trade them and not have and not be custodied in a Web2 database or that kind of thing. But we think there's ways forward here that are healthy compromises for the ecosystem, and right now we're just chatting to all the different collections and marketplaces as well, just to see what ways forward lie here.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Is there one more thing you would like to add to this interview before we finish?
No, it's been so nice to chat with you here in Paris, and I'm excited to continue to meet members of the club and out here, and I can't wait to come back to Europe. Yeah.
Great. Cool. Thank you very much, Greg. Thank you for your time. I leave you in the description the links for OtherSide, our article related to the Bored Ape, and if you like the video, put a little thumb. It can help. Thank you very much. Bye.